This is Andrew Kurtz, and I appreciate you tuning in. I want to show you a new feature that we've recently added, another new feature. This is similar to the feature we showed recently, the Windows Update feature, where you are allowed to, or gives you the capability of centrally managing Windows updates, which are basically system updates that are provided by Microsoft. We also have the ability for you to be able to centrally manage distribution and application of patches that are third-party products, not related to the OS or Microsoft products. So in order for this to be applied, you need to let us know if you want access to these features. They're not part of just the normal POS Sentry solution. But if you want access to these features, we can provide access, and then you'll see a new option under POS Manage become available. And you need to select on one system, at least one system, that where you want to be able to apply patches, apply the patch update template. So once you do that, you get some new features in the monitoring administration. The first is the ability to manage patch updates. And you know, Microsoft builds patches for us. Microsoft creates the binaries and the installation instructions that Windows updates will automatically apply. Manage patch updates is where you do this. You can build patches. In this case, for this demonstration, we're simply going to install WinZip on a remote system. So that consists of both a package as a name and a description, as well as potentially some metadata. You could specify that this product is WinZip version 18.5. It's not going from or to, it's the actual installation. But if this was a patch of a point of sale product, for example, you could say it's going from this version to this version, so you know. You can also give it a status. So is it in testing, is it approved, is it inactive? And that will determine whether or not it's applicable to systems. You also need to specify an execution command. Now, once again, Microsoft has automatically built these into their patches. You need to, in building a package, which is going to consist typically of the binary files to do the installation as well as the installation instructions, you need to create an intelligent batch file that, just as if you were going to download and run it yourself manually. This is something, you're going to walk in with a USB stick with these files on it, copy it down, and then run this batch file, and your folks wouldn't have to think about what to do. This execute command file needs to have that intelligence built in. So in this case, all we've done is we've specified that there will be an MSI in the current directory, and we want to do a quiet installation with no reboot of the system. So very important that this be a silent install. Remember, there's nobody there interacting with it, so you need to ensure that it is a silent installation. So we have these two files that we need to attach to this package. I've already done that, but the way you do it is you simply choose the file one by one, select the file, and then save it, and it will upload the file to the centralized Vigilix servers and make it part of this particular package. So we now have a package that's in testing, and we have the ability to apply it to a remote system. So if we go and we say we want to pick the option Assign Patch Updates, this is very similar to the way the Assign Windows Updates works. You get a list of all the systems that have the Patch Updates template applied, and you'll see the patches that are in testing or are approved so that you can apply it to the system. So we simply select the Install WinZip patch and save it, and we get some options. We can do this immediately, which is what we're going to do, but you can also specify that this patch needs to be between certain times of the day, for instance from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., or on particular dates or between particular dates, maybe only Saturday or Sunday between 2 and 5. But we're going to apply this immediately, and you'll notice that it's now gone into a status of it's updating the patch. It's now also submitted it down to the agent, and the agent will now start the process of downloading the files, and then it will look for something in the patch window. Now, we set immediately, so as soon as the download is complete, this agent is going to run the execute command. Now, you could build intelligence into the execute command, for instance, to look to make sure has end of day completed. Maybe do a copy of some files, a backup of some files, so you have some recovery capability. So you can build that into the batch file. In this case, it's simply going to download and run the installation. So if we go and we look at the system, this is not something you would typically do, but I just want to show you how Vigilix does this. You'll notice that the agent has received the instructions and it started the process of downloading these patches. So once this larger file has been downloaded to the agent, it will run the installation and install WinZip or it will report back that it had a failure. So let's give it some time to download that file, and then we will watch it do the installation. And now the file has been downloaded, and because we had it set up for immediate installation, the agent will start the installation process, and as you can see on the desktop, we see that WinZip has now appeared. If we go and we look at the Add Remove Programs list, you'll see that WinZip's there. You could uninstall it manually, but it has now been automatically installed by the Vigilix agent. So that installation process, downloading the file and then installing, worked well. And now if we go back and we look at the system in the patching, we'll see that that patch has been installed. We can look at the details for this particular agent, and you can see that it was submitted and it was successful, and we got the success back. So this patching system, once again, this is not applicable to every customer where you're doing monitoring and remote access, but we're finding that some of our customers are starting to deliver a managed service where they're taking a more active role in maintaining systems, and if so, both the Windows updates and this feature, the patch management, are tools that we believe will help you perform that more efficiently and allow it to scale better. We hope you found this valuable. We appreciate you tuning into this video. If you're going to be at RSPA in the coming week, please stop by our booth. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.